Hi, I'm Matias. I'm the founder of PRLab. In this video, I would like to talk to you about AI and PR. PRLab is one of the leading tech PR firms helping companies grow with the power of PR from all over the world. And we periodically post videos about PR in digital era. So of course, today we're going to talk about AI and how that's influencing and changing the PR landscape. Let's dive right in. So first of all, do you know that 72% of organizations in only 2024 started adopting AI solutions? So the question is not whether we want to start adopting AI or not. The question is, how are we supposed to use AI in our practices? Because whether we like it or not, most probably your employees, your team members, and your competitors are all using AI to grow faster. So to what extent do we want to use AI in PR, and how is AI being used in the PR world right nowadays? Well, think about the PR teams using AI for things such as market research, proofreading of content. Some teams are creating content with AI as well, and also finding sources for data quotations, as well as trend forecasting, building smart media lists, scoring of journalists and influencers in their spaces, splitting the media in tiering, creating brand books, creating digital visual assets, creating video, etc. So there's a lot of uses of AI. The question is, how much of our work do we want to generate with AI? So there's been plenty of cases online of companies that have used it, basically copy-pasted AI results that were made up by AI. There's also been plenty of cases of press releases that were created from scratch with AI that lack substance. So companies that decided to literally just prompt an AI tool to build a press release for them without necessarily fact-checking or without necessarily adding a personal input to it, which basically removed the personality and the substance of the story out of it. So I would personally not recommend using AI for creating content, but to proofread and to also do research around that content. Ultimately, the content that a brand creates is representative of who the brand is. So if we literally just copy paste and publish the content that is being created by AI, we're removing that personality out of it. And also don't forget that a press release is a way to tell a story. And the story needs to be different to the other stories to be remembered. If you're just literally repackaging what's out there in the same format, telling the story in the same format over and over again, people are just not going to remember you, or it's not going to create the new ones that you're looking to achieve with your story. So it's always better to be very picky with what you decide to use that AI generated. And also don't forget that, we create press releases and we create content so that people can get to know our brand. It is really important that we stick to our personalities as a brand when we create content. Some agencies, what they started doing was to add a disclaimer in their content, basically saying this was AI generated, to kind of from an ethical perspective and also for a branding perspective too. But I personally don't think we should just be copy-pasting content that was created by AI. Now, why is PR now seeing a massive spike in interest? It's because of what we call GEO. So in order to explain GEO, I first need to explain SEO. So of course, we're now familiar with SEO, what it is. SEO is all about leveraging your content, improving it, optimizing it so that it shows up in the search engine results, right? Now, GEO is pretty much the same, but instead of optimizing your content for Google results, you're optimizing it to be shown in LLM, so basically the results of the AI queries. So whenever someone goes into Claude or Perplexity or ChatGPT or Gemini and they ask, for example, the best tech PR agency in Amsterdam or in the USA, PRLab will show up, but not necessarily on Google, but on those AI results. So that's what GEO is. So if you want to learn about which AI tools are using which sources to determine which companies to feature in their results, we have created a full-blown document that we're happy to send you, where we basically have a full breakdown of each one of these AI tools and what criteria, what sources are they using to determine which companies to feature in their results. The only thing you have to do is leave a comment and we will send it to you as soon as possible. So in the last few months, we've seen a lot of AI tools popping up, but what we also seen is PR tools adding an AI functionality to them, where they basically promise you, or they guarantee you results in the media, kind of like media coverage, by basically spamming the media. They call it AI outreach, which is literally just that. They automatically reach out to the media by repackaging information that is out there in the web, and they slap your name in it. They share it with media professionals such as writers, editors, etc. And they basically promise you results. And of course, it sounds amazing, right? It sounds like you're saving a lot of time with pitching, and these tools do all the work for you. The issue is that they are burning your relationships. They are like slapping a name on something that is already out there, and they put your name in it, and they share those pre-packaged thoughts that were already part of the web, and they pitch them to the outlets by saying that they belong to you. So it's lazy work. The only thing that you will get out of this is just like burning relationships with the media. They are properly spamming media professionals, which is also harming the industry, the PR industry. PR is built upon relationships. The only way for us to get good results is by doing the work, by adding value to the conversation, by doing proper research, putting proper sources in front of the media, and ultimately adding value to the work that these media professionals do. Nothing was going to come out of this shortcut that the only thing they're doing is clogging the media inboxes of these media professionals, just ultimately spamming, which is basically harming the whole industry as a whole. So I would 100% advise against using these tools, because ultimately you need to protect your reputation as a PR professional. And why is PR seeing a huge spike in interest at the moment? Well, that's because language models use the media as a source to select which companies to feature in their results. So that's why all these companies are now going after PR agencies and PR professionals to be featured in the media, because they know that AI uses that media coverage to select which companies to feature in their results, which is also making the PR practice more measurable as well, which is something that we needed for a while. So it's a win-win scenario. This is a little bit of how AI is being utilized in the PR field. I definitely think you need to be careful about how you use it. We need to add disclaimers whenever we are basically just using AI generated content. I do see the benefits. I do think if we are smart about how we use it, we're saving time. It's making our jobs easier in a sense, especially for research that is a very time consuming thing. However, we need to be careful about which results we utilize in our content, and also about the personality of the brand being reflected in the content, because you don't want to be just another brand speaking in the same way as others and literally copy and pasting. Don't forget that AI is not able to create things from scratch. AI is basically repackaging what's out there in the web, and that is really important when it comes to creativity. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Leave a note in the comment section about whether you like it or not, and I see you in the next one.